Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jim Hardy. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your phone calls, taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Again, thank you so much for being with us. A lot to talk about today, and we will try to get into as much as we possibly can. Love to hear from you, 256-234-6221. It was a very ugly game for Auburn as they fell to Cal 21-14. A lot of different things, I guess, we can talk about. And if you've got, I'm sure you've got some strong opinions about this. Everybody does. We'd love to hear them. So by all means, let us know, 256-234-6221, or you can dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page or our YouTube page and comment along there, and we will maybe get to those if we can. Again, we'll dive into this. We'll break down the game, what we saw. First of all, I think you just have to say that it was a failure really across the board. I mean, you could blame a lot of it on the secondary. Obviously, they didn't really cover anybody in the first half, it didn't look like. A lot of it falls on the offensive line. They did not protect Peyton Thorne very well at all during the game. They didn't run the ball very well or very consistently. You could blame it on the receivers. They made reference. Hugh Freeze directly made reference to a couple of routes where he said that KLS ran the wrong route on the last play of the game. Not that that really matters all that much, but he ran the wrong route, and Peyton threw a different one, and that's how that interception happened. A lot of it falls on Peyton Thorne's shoulders directly. Quarterback, he's the quarterback. He's the leader of the team. He looked like a deer in the headlights for most of the game. Made a lot of bad throws. Again, some of it could have been receivers not being exactly where they were supposed to be, but he did not play well regardless. And a lot of it falls on Hugh Freeze, not getting up. This is yet again an example of coming up short in a big time when you have an opportunity to take a big step forward. Auburn falls flat on their face. So I give Mendoza, the quarterback for Cal, tremendous credit. He played practically a flawless first half. And if you want to know what a back shoulder throw looks like or is supposed to look like, then watch the film, because Mendoza did it about 10 times in that first half. Perfectly thrown back shoulder passes. NFL cornerbacks couldn't have done anything with some of the throws that he made there in the first half. So all credit to him. He did a great job. Auburn's defense made great adjustments. They, came back and didn't really give up much of anything in the second half, and started getting after the quarterback and pressuring him. And he did not have a great Mendoza did not have a very, a great second half, although he did make some plays. But Jim, it was essentially like watching the same game as last year. The stats are eerily similar.
They are.
The only difference is Cal got better. Auburn did not. That's the difference.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, the stats, I think they proved that there were like 15 yards difference in Auburn's offense from one year to the next. So that didn't prove you that we changed a whole lot of anything.
I mean, supposedly, I don't think supposedly. A more talented Auburn team looked no different this year against Cal at home than they did on the road last year against the same Cal. The only difference is Cal found a way to win this year is where they found a way to lose last year.
Right. Well, I mean, you can, like you just stated, that you got all the talent on one team. You can throw that out the book because you just got beat by a 2-star quarterback that was the 3rd string on their team last year. We took their best player and put him on our team as receiver and quarterback and still got beat by him.
Auburn turns the ball over 5 times. Well, they officially turned the ball over 5 times. I would say, in my opinion, they turned the ball over 8 times during the game. You got 4 picks from Peyton Thorne. You got 1 fumble from Jarquez Hunter. Peyton Thorne threw another one in the end zone, and we all know that was not pass interference.
Not a chance.
That wasn't even close. We got bailed out. However, I will say the referees owed us that because the hands to the face on Dylan Wade, which was 15 yards, and the roughing the passer on Malik Blockton, which was 15 yards, were both egregious calls themselves and were absolutely nowhere even close to being correct on either one of those. So they owed us that, I suppose. We didn't get the 4th down and 2 on a stupid throw. 2 guys are wide open to get the 1st down, and for whatever reason, Peyton just throws it up and doesn't even really give Cam Coleman a chance to make a 50-50 catch on 4th and 2. So that's a turnover. And then I consider the Peyton Thorne run where he comes up inches short on the 3rd down when running out of bounds. That's another turnover to me.
Right.
Because all you got to do, you put your head down and get 2 more inches.
Yeah.
Get half a yard. Make it where it's not up to the referees. So I see it as Auburn turned the ball over 8 times in that game. You know who you're going to beat when you do that? Nobody.
Nope.
Ever. So it's not difficult to see why Auburn lost the football game.
No, it's not difficult at all because when you have outside of your first drive of the football game, when you put the offense together that they did the rest of the game, it's easy to see why we lost. I mean, the offense, there was just no, as Hugh even alluded to it in his post-game press conference, no rhythm at any point. Every time you got anything going, something happened. Penalties, interceptions, whatever it was, turned that offense around. And now give all the credit in the world, and we don't ever spend a lot of time on this show talking about kickers. But I'll tell you, Cal's punter put us inside the 10 and inside the 5 a bunch of times.
Yep.
When you've got to drive the field 90 yards and 95 yards, that's tough on an offense.
Very. And especially when you're struggling the way Auburn was. 7 drives. Let me say that again. 7 drives by the Auburn Tigers, 3 plays or less. And only 2 of those were 3 plays. We had 5 drives of less than 3 plays. So it's not just that we turned the ball over. The defense made a stop, and immediately we turned the ball right back over.
Right.
How in the world did we only give up 21 points? That's the question.
Well, now, and again, we got to give credit where credit due. Let's don't always be negative about everything. But our defensive coordinator made some great moves in the second half.
He did.
Positively,
absolutely.
He saw what happened in that first quarter, and especially in the start of the second, but not much of the second, and all the second half. Mendoza, his biggest thing, it was like the old days of Johnny Manziel. When you run and get outside the pocket, you can make things. You start playing backyard football, and you just find people that's open and make some throws. We could not, for that first quarter, we never kept him in the pocket at all. He just rolled out, and as he's rolling out, oh, there's Andy, and there's so-and-so, and I'll just drop it over in there too.
Yeah.
It's hard to defend. Nick Saban's one of his quotes years ago, that's the hardest thing to defend as a defensive coordinator is a mobile quarterback that will get outside the pocket because once you're there, your receivers can start moving and going to different places they didn't start from.
I'm trying to be, and I try to see myself as the one. I try to keep it, and I'm trying to, be rational about this. But let's go to the phone line and take our first call. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Okay.
Hey, Randy, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
What you got for us today?
Well, I don't understand why Coach Freeze didn't put another quarterback in Saturday.
Yeah, I'm wondering that myself, Randy.
Well,
he keeps on defending Peyton, But, I mean, you know, to start with, they didn't look like they were ready to play. And if they keep on doing like they're doing now, we won't win 5 ball games.
If you turn the ball over, 5 times, yeah, you won't win 5. That's about right.
And, I mean, it was going back to last year or worse. We didn't look as good as we did last year, Saturday.
I would agree. It was a dismal performance really all the way across the board. I don't think you can lay the blame in one particular area. I think everybody deserves a big chunk of it.
Mm-hmm. But we're still behind them. But, I mean, somebody needs to do something because we like to win too, you know it?
Yeah, I would imagine.
And it's time that we had a little joy too, you know it?
Well, it's what you look at it last year, and Auburn played pretty much exactly the same game. They did not. They won it last year. They didn't win it this year, and they turned around and play. I'm sure that they'll play much better games down the road, and I'm sure they'll look like a completely different team. But it's still, you can't have this during the season where you just don't show up for games.
Yes. And this very well could happen Saturday playing New Mexico State.
Sure.
It seems like we have trouble with these small teams, and, I mean, that don't make sense.
Randy, we got to go to break. We appreciate the call. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. More Eagle.
More Eagle. We'll be back with more. Again, love to hear from you. 256-234-6221. More to come right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union, is looking for the next hometown hero. Hometown heroes could be first responders, public service workers, community leaders, pastors, community volunteers, or anyone who is making a difference in your hometown. Submit your nominations now online at myhscu.com. And if your nominee is selected, they will get a $100 Visa cash card and a certificate of appreciation from Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The good guys at Alex City Marine are ready for your boating needs all summer. And now you can get up to $4,500 in rebates on our huge selection of new Landau Tritoons and sacrifice pricing on remaining 23 models. Alex City Marine also has a new fleet of rental boats for fabulous days on the water, whether it's service, new pontoon selections, or rental boats. See the pros the locals know. Alex City Marine on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, or online at alexcitymarine.com.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dayville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Get ready to rev up your fall with Adams Motorsports in Montgomery. This season, experience the thrill of the open road like never before. From sleek motorcycles to powerful ATVs to versatile side-by-sides, we've got everything you need to fuel your passion for adventure. Whether Polaris, Suzuki, or Kawasaki, Adams sells and services the best. Go to where the journey begins. Visit us today or online for more information. From East Alabama's first family of power sports, Adams Motorsports of Montgomery.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC offers popular full-size trucks with a legacy of strength and durability. Side by side, the new Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra 1500s, discounted up to $13,000 off. Or big, heavy-duty Chevy and GMC 2500s, discounted up to $8,000 off. Rugged durability, powerful engines, and advanced technology. Choose your perfect truck today at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Again, thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and Central Alabama Community College. Your calls come first. Let's go to the phone line. Hey, Larry, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Okay.
How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I've been better, but what's going on?
Oh, man, I mean, I wonder why you free keep riding a dead horse, man. Because Peyton Thorne ain't going to get no better. He was better last year than he was Saturday. And he just, time we get the ball, he get it right back to him. I mean, and he got some other quarterbacks that he can at least try, give him a chance.
Yeah, I mean, Larry, you definitely got some other ones on the roster. I mean, we both up here really believe that Hank Brown is a good answer to that problem.
Yeah, let's try something new.
I think you got to, I mean, we got to find out at least. I mean, if
right.
If
they don't need to keep riding a dead horse because he ain't going to get no better. I seen that in the offseason. I wonder why he didn't go after a quarterback.
Well, I think he thought that this thing was serviceable with the one he had, that he could make it work. But as I was telling Andy,
I know he thought that, but ain't gonna get it. You know.
No,
I had high hopes for this season with the recruits we got in. I was thinking at least we were gonna win 7 or 8 games at least.
Well, and that's what he's tried to duplicate, you know, with this quarterback situation. Is Peyton's been with us, 14, 15 games now.
Yeah.
Pretty well. He's gave us all a resume on the books of what he can do. He's going to give you 150, 200 yards passing. He's going to give you 25 to 50 yards rushing. He's going to give you 60% or less passing. If you can live with him throwing for 60%, then we're going to push him out there and let him go. But it doesn't sound like Auburn fans wants to live with those stats anymore.
Hey, that's just false hope with Peyton Thorne because what I seen Saturday, when we got the ball, he turned around and get it right back to him. I mean, the defense can't stay out there all day and do anything if the offense ain't giving them a chance to rest.
There's no question about it. It was.
I've been watching football all my life. I know a little bit about football.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why he keep riding with Peyton Thorne.
Well, I don't know, but we'll find out, I guess, as the season goes along, if that continues or not.
Okay, well, we'll just hope for the best.
Thank you, Larry. Appreciate the call.
All right, y'all have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead and kill that. So, yeah, I mean, that's a fair question. Those questions were going to come up I think a lot of people are asking those questions. And coming into the season, I think I know I said this several times. I think we all said this. This was going to be a very important game, Cal. It was going to be the game that you looked at and said, okay, this is the one. This is going. Forget Oklahoma, forget Arkansas. That could be great, and we all kind of got caught up and said, okay, we start thinking about, well, what if you could start 5-0? That would be great. But that Cal game, you said, okay, we're going to find out if we've improved this year in this Cal game. Clearly, the evidence has come back, no, that we have not improved that much. And it's the same thing. Now, that doesn't mean again, Auburn will look better. They'll play better. I would not surprise me in the least if we went out, blew out New Mexico State, and beat Arkansas. Beat them by 2 touchdowns. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. Just this team, Auburn, a lot of teams in college football are erratic. Look at everything that happened around college football Saturday. Notre Dame gets beat at home by Northern Illinois. South Carolina goes into Kentucky and beats them 31-6. Houston almost beats Oklahoma in Oklahoma. It was a weird day.
Right.
Alabama didn't show up for 3 quarters. They're 14-13 with South Florida and going in the 4th quarter. It was a weird day. And teams just don't get up week in and week out. It's not just an Auburn problem. That's across the board. This is an Auburn show, and we're Auburn fans, so we're concentrating on Auburn here. The entire game to me, Jim, was kind of summed up on that second-to-last drive when, it's clear for everybody watching on TV, and I would assume everybody watching in the stadium, that Cam Coleman at best has got a stinger and can't move his arm. Mm-hmm. At worst has got a separated shoulder and cannot move his arm. And we've got 2 minutes to play. We've still got 2 minutes. It's not 30 seconds. We got 2 minutes. And we're driving down for a tying touchdown. And what do? We throw a 50-50 ball when he has absolutely no chance to go up and make a catch on it. Mm-hmm. So, okay, Peyton Thorne at the game says, well, I didn't know he was hurt. Well, if the Auburn sideline was staring at him right there on the sideline, begging to come out of the game. So if Hugh Freeze called that play, he's an idiot. And if he didn't know he was hurt, then the whole staff on the sideline are idiots for not telling him that he was hurt. And there are 2 guys that are open on the play, so Peyton Thorne's an idiot for throwing the ball. And you know what? I'm an idiot for picking them to win 51-13. So I guess we're all just a bunch of idiots, and we're all in this together.
It couldn't have been said better.
All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin, comfort for life.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
The results are in, and Game Day Men's Health in Auburn has delivered. The certified medical team at Game Day Men's Health wants to help you feel better. Text 334-209-3706 to set up your free testosterone check and consult. Results back in as little as 15 minutes. Tired of feeling tired? Text 334-209-3706 to Game Day Men's Health in Auburn. They make you feel better.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you on this beautiful Monday afternoon. Hey, we just want to quickly tell you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some great food. They got a special going on this month in September. If you go in and mention that you saw this ad on the Auburn Blitz, you get $5 off any $25 purchase or more there in the store. So anything you buy, it's over $25, you get a $5 rebate just by mentioning that you saw this on the Auburn Blitz. Go and check them out. Daily specials, tremendous food, great people, Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines.
And nothing would make you feel better after a big loss than eating a tiger tail.
Eating yourself stupid. Do
Right.
I need that?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going back to the phone line. Our good buddy, Brett Pritchard. Brett, what's going on?
Hey, guys, I'll have my turn tomorrow, but I just had to jump in since it's the immediate reaction for us after Saturday. I mean, there's a couple of things. Number one, you don't give yourself a chance. You're not throwing all the I guess I don't want to use the term bullets in the gun, but you're not putting everything out there to win a football game when your leading receiver from the week before plays 5 plays. When a kid that was on Cal's team as the quarterback last year plays 4 plays. No, look, I understand guys earn snaps, and Cam Coleman and KLS and Robert Lewis the majority of the snaps at wide receiver. But you have got to figure out something during the game and make adjustments offensively, and Auburn didn't do it. Now, again, offensive line is a major issue. But Peyton Thorne had time to throw the football, and he missed open receivers. When I say missed them, he didn't throw the football. You can tell he's still really nervous. This is a guy that's played football for 5 years, and he's not comfortable in the pocket. It's very clear. The only time he's successful is basically when they line up in what is a variation of the double wing, and he runs the football. He's just nothing but another running back there. So when we're trying to move the chains and keep drives going, he can't do it. And so, look, I heard Hugh Freeze after the game saying, "No, I don't want to make a call because I've got to watch the film and see who." Look, how much more do you have to see? Go back and look at what Auburn did last year. And I know it's a different team, but it's different players, and you're supposed to have an upgraded roster. And Auburn's 6-14 against Power 5 teams, which is now Power 4 teams, since 2022. And they haven't won a game against anybody in the last 5 of note. The only win Auburn's had in the last 5 games date back to last year is Alabama A&M. So I don't know, guys. It's more of the same. And, Andy, I'll join the idiot parade and say I'm as big an idiot as anybody for saying that Auburn was going to win the game 42-10, because I truly thought, even though Alabama A&M was much inferior to us, the way Auburn executed and took care of business, I felt like if they build off of that, they could wear Cal down and win the game going away in the fourth quarter. Heck, forget that. We couldn't even score a touchdown. We went 3.5 quarters with 1 score. So I don't know. This team does this, and I know you said college football is schizophrenic. It's all over the map, but Auburn fans and this program deserve better than that. For what they give this program, what they show up on Saturdays and do, they don't get near the return.
Thank you, Brett. Appreciate it. Let's see. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, guys, how's it going? This is Terry.
Hey, Terry. How you doing today?
And I said, Sandy, since you called out the idiots, I thought that was a perfect opportunity for me to call.
Well, you're welcome to join the club, but I guess I'm starting one.
No, you're not. There's plenty of up in Washington. Oops, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Do y'all think for any minute that Hugh Freeze might be a little scared to put another quarterback in there? And because if he does put somebody else in there and proves he's wrong, they're going to say, the first thing the media is going to say, well, Hugh, why wouldn't you doing this a month ago?
Terry, I don't think he's scared. I think he, has kind of looked at it obviously every day as a guy that's coached a lot of quarterbacks and just making his best guess of a decision. But my take on that is there a game, I think we brought it up earlier, he started now 15 games. Is there one game in last year and this year that you don't think if we put Hank Brown in there, we win the same games?
Probably Alabama, because they throw the ball down the field more.
Right. So outside of that, why do we not give Hank a chance?
And I will say this, guys, if he continues to force Peyton Thorne on those receivers will not be at Auburn next year.
Well, and that's another good one that he brought up. Andy and I went to a Auburn club meeting, and he talked about that in the thing, that not only has he recruited all these guys to get here, but it's going to be hard to keep them year over year because of the new NIL and everything we're dealing with. If you're giving them 1 to 2 snaps a game, they're not going to stick around.
And I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face. I think experience is one of the most overrated, overstated things in the world, because Peyton Thorne is a 5-year player, and I take that freshman quarterback at Tennessee every day of the week and twice on Sunday over him. So I don't follow it. I just don't follow that at all.
I tell you, look, I mean, Peyton Thorne, we were talking about it during the break. You see the throw he made to Cam Coleman down the sideline. It was just perfect. And he had a guy right in his face coming up right up the middle, beating our All-American center like a mule. But, it was a perfect throw. So physically, he can make throws like that. I'm sure that's what they see in practice all the time. And so I'm assuming, Hugh Freeze keeps looking at him going, it's just a matter of translating it to the game. It's just a matter of putting him in a better position here or there. And he keeps saying this and saying this. And we're going to look up at another 5-7 season or a 6-6 season and say, well, if we'd have done this and if we'd have done that, and I'm kind of sick of those.
And Andy, he's also the same quarterback that couldn't go an extra 1.5 feet and get a first down and keep the ball and went out of bounds.
Yeah, that one didn't settle too well with me either.
So he makes bad decisions. That's my whole point. Makes bad decisions. Look, Brett was right. He had plenty of time to throw the ball. He just wouldn't. And look, take a 6 or 7 yard loss. Auburn is not good enough to do that, and he can't. And that's what he likes to do.
No question.
It's just frustrating because he takes those 6 or 7 yard losses, and if the receivers might be wide open, but he's like he's apprehensive to throw it to them. I don't know.
Yeah, he's gun shy. He makes bad decisions. I think that's the headliner.
And the last thing, guys, I don't know the reason. Nobody knows the reason, but for some reason, some guys just turn it on when the lights are on and the people are in the stands. They just do. And how do you know? How do you know that they might be the best at practice, but how do you know they're the best in the game until you try it?
Well, I agree with you 100%. Hank Brown could be that guy because he's shown flashes of it. I mean, even in the small sample size you had in that bowl game, and even seeing him the other day come in for 5 plays and had a touchdown and a couple other big passes. So I'm with you. How do you know until you give him a chance?
Look, Jim, Andy, I don't know that Brown or White or Garner are the answer, but I know Peyton Thorne isn't.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if that's your only options, you got to try something else. Because as I brought up earlier in the program, 15 games worth, Peyton is a 60% quarterback. He is going to give you the yards he's going to give you. It's just no different. He's not going to go out there and throw for 400 yards against a quality opponent. He just is who he is at this point.
Yeah, he'll be like an All-American against Alabama A&M to the world.
Yeah. He's playing Auburn. He was playing Auburn High School.
Right. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, Jerry. Got one more phone call holding. If you'll hold during the break, we'll get you up first to come on the next side, on the other side. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
At Jacksonville State University, the journey starts with you. It begins with your ambition, your curiosity, your dreams. Here, you forge your own path. You have the power to make a difference, explore new horizons, and turn your passions into your future. At Jack State, we journey forward together. The journey starts with you.
Introducing Zaxby's new chicken finger tacos. One with pico and creamy chipotle ranch, and the other with bacon and avocado ranch. Chicken experts since 1990. Taco experts since now. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is coming soon to the corner of 280 and 49 North in Daytonville. This new 10,000 square foot facility is conveniently located to serve the residents of the Lake Martin area and its many communities. A branch of Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory in Opelika, Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation looks forward to serving your families and your communities, as we have since 1900 at Frederick Dean. 256-750-0381.
Dr. Lisa Daniel is now at Daniel Eye Care. Dr. Lisa Daniel has been serving the Auburn Opelika community for over 20 years. Dr. Daniel specializes in glasses and contact lens, children's eye exams, treatment of eye diseases, and LASIK consultation. At Daniel Eye Care, we strive to treat our patients as we want to be treated, with compassion, integrity, and personalized attention. Come see Dr. Lisa Daniel at 1955 Opelika Road, or call us at 821-8889. Daniel Eye Care. Find your focus.
Introducing Zaxby's new chicken finger tacos. One with pico and creamy chipotle ranch, and the other with bacon and avocado ranch. Chicken experts since 1990. Taco experts since now. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Just a couple more segments left in today's show. Been a fun one so far. Go back to the phone line and welcome in our good pal, Jerry. Jerry, how you doing today?
Hello, Andy and Jim. How you fellas doing today? Thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. I just got two or three things. I'm probably echoing a lot of things that have been said already, but I was watching the game with a group of friends on Saturday. There's about 10 of us, family and friends. But about halfway through the second quarter, it was pretty apparent to me. First of all, I said, we're getting outplayed and we're getting out schemed, meaning we're getting out coached. And also, they showed Peyton Thorne coming off the field at one of those times, and his eyes were hanging down. He was looking down at the ground and everything. I said, I would not give him another chance. If I did, I might give him the first series of the third quarter, but after that, you got to make a change because this game's going to get away from you, and it did. And we just so discombobulated out there. It was real frustrating, and I don't know. I just honestly, if you want to know the truth, I lay this at the feet of our coaches and Coach Hugh Freeze, and I ain't trying to throw people under the bus, but it's just the way I look at it, saw it. And also on Thursday, I called in last week Thursday. I said the game was going to be 41-14. What I meant to say, just kidding, of course, 21-14. But irregardless, I'm trying to make light of it and everything. When it's just real frustrating, guys. We just look discombobulated out there, and I don't know. We're going to have to do some serious soul searching, serious coaching and everything. But I will say this one thing about Cal. At number 10 for them, he was playing like a beast out there. He was playing like a man out there, and we needed some of that. And we were just getting outplayed and outcoached. But hey, the sun will come up tomorrow and everything, and it's always a big War Eagle. And thank you for taking my call, guys. War Eagle.
Thank you, Jerry. War Eagle. Yeah, look, I don't understand it. I don't even pretend to. I'm not a football genius by any means. But when you see Davis, who is an FCS team, throws the ball about 50 times, and Cal has 0 sacks against them, and then they come into Auburn with, same team, and they have 4 sacks against Auburn, and are in the backfield quite a bit. Then when they didn't get a sack, a lot of that I feel for Peyton. You know, I mean, he really, I mean, but if you watch, I don't know, Aaron Murray does the thing where he reviews the.
Oh, yeah, that's called Snaps.
Yeah,
that's what
Snaps.
his program, yep.
And, somebody sent one to me, and the title of it was Why It's Not Peyton Thorne's Fault.
Right.
Did you watch the video? Because 80% of the time he was saying, ball's got to come out now. And he was like, he's late. And look at this guy. He's wide open. I don't know why he's throwing here. I mean, there were 4 or 5 plays where he said, that's just a bad play. And and it made sense. He said, look, there's no check down here.
Right.
And there should have been. Or why you got the running back running here, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. That was like 4 or 5 plays. Mm-hmm. The rest of them were, it's just a bad throw. Or the timing was bad. Or all this. So the title of it should have been, it was a lot on Peyton Thorne. It wasn't all his fault. But a lot of it was.
Well, and I think that's what they refer to in some of those type videos as well of going over the plays like that, is trying to throw a guy open. We got routes in Gus's in Hugh's system that Peyton should already know where he's going to be. If he's going on a 12-yard curl, well, he's going to go about 14 and come back to that 12. Well, he needs to throw the ball when he gets to the top of the 14, and the ball's already coming for the receiver to turn around. What he's referring to is Peyton is holding. Oh, he's open now. By the time he does that, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one that everybody, said, the interception that tipped off of Cam Coleman's hands, I thought that was a bad throw by Peyton.
Well, you had one that same way with I think it was Fairweather early, where he threw it behind him. He had to reach back,
and it was knocked away. It would have been a first down.
Right.
If you lead him to the sideline, it's a first down.
Yep.
Again, it's just little things here or there, and look, there are a lot of little things that happen during a game that end up making the difference whether you win or lose. But Kay and Lee, brother, if the ball hits you in the face. And you drop a sure, guaranteed pick 6 in a moment like that. I mean, that's the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah.
That you can't boil it down to one play, but you got to make, if you're going to be a winning football team, you have to make those plays. Mm-hmm. And that was another play that was not made. Now, look, I'm going to say this. And this is just me. This is me personally. You may disagree, and that's fine. But I've said this all along, and I'm going to stick to it. I'm trying to look at this from a, 10,000-foot view here, mm-hmm. and look at the big picture. Okay, it was game 2 of season 2. Mm-hmm. I said I was going to give. I'm not going to hang anything on the neck of Hugh Freeze until season 3.
Okay.
I give him. There are going to be ups and downs. There are going to be things like it. I wasn't expecting, to lose to New Mexico State, but I was hoping we'd beat Cal. wasn't looking for this loss, but it happened. I think we'll get better. The sky's falling. It'll we'll look like a different team, but there's probably another game where we look like this down the road. That's what's part's unacceptable. So I'm not bailing on Hugh Freeze by any means right now. Now, having said that, he may be standing on the bridge playing with matches, but at least for now, I'm okay. I'm now, as far as Peyton Thorne is concerned, Jim, I think I've come as far as I'm gonna go.
Okay.
But if we keep rolling him out there, I'll keep hoping he does well. But I think I've come to the end of my rope there. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
SignSource is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Announcing Camping World's Inflation Buster camping program. You can now get into a new RV starting at just $98 a month. We won't let the economy steal your camping season. Take advantage of this very limited time offer and lock in your low monthly payment today.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Go ahead and mark your calendars, sports fans. The Alabama State Games are returning to the Magic City of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and surrounding communities June 13th through the 15th, 2025. We're talking about 20-plus sports open to athletes of all ages and abilities. The 42nd Alabama State Games will be something to behold. Mark your calendars now and be ready to go when registration opens. Visit allagames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more exciting announcements.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Final segment on this exciting show today. Thank you so much. I've always said it, bad football, good for business. All right, Jim, we got some comments rolling through. You hit a few of them.
All right.
I'll try to hit a few of them.
Mr. John says, in prior years, AU stunk it up. We could have consoled ourselves by saying, yeah, but they are just kids, and they really love Auburn. In the current transfer portal and NIL era, I am tempted to wonder how much are we paying these guys?
And that's the other thing, too. I mean, you'd say, well, I can't criticize these guys too much because they're just out there for the love of the game, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're getting paid.
Yeah. Well, and this is where
you're kind of, I mean, I don't want to be mean to anybody. I'm not trying to be insulting or anything. We're just trying to be factual here.
Well, and that's what I've been screaming since this NIL era started. A high school kid is not worth the money they're paid. They don't have a name coming from high school. So I caught a bunch of passes at X school. Once I got to prove it at Auburn before I need to get paid that money. So,
yep.
Yeah, and John's got a great point. If I'm going to give you $500,000 to come be a receiver, it's time you put it up or move on.
John also says John Dent says the Vandy QB, Pavia, would have made a great choice for AU or Alabama. I think that was – I heard that was considered. He ends up going to Vandy, and they look Vandy's coming to Jordan-Hare, by the way.
2-0, and they're probably going to be 3-0 before they see an SEC team.
Yeah.
They'll have more wins than Auburn at that point.
War Eagle to the Thomas family. They're in Bruton, Alabama. Anything known about the kick returner Adams? He went down late in the game. I don't know. Is that in the Alabama game?
Yes, Alabama game.
Yeah, I have no clue. Brian says Auburn has lost its home field advantage. They've traditionally had. Look at the record at home the past couple of years and who the losses were against. Yeah, I think it's time to stop saying this is one of the toughest places to play in the country. I think we can retire that for just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The people are great. The fans are great. The environment's great. But, I mean, anybody waltzes in there and wins now. So, let's see. Anything? Does Candid Camera have an office in the Waltz Performance Center? If Own to Victory is as strong as I'm told, Freeze had his choice of 5 to 7 quarterbacks in the portal, and he didn't give Cam Ward what he wanted because Thorne is just as good.
It's funny you brought that up. I used that exact name to Andy before the show started, was Cam Ward. Imagine what Cam Ward right now has done at Miami, what we would have done in the first 2 ball games with him.
It reminds me back, and I've used this example before, and I'll use it again, but I think it was 2000 – what was that? Probably 2006, maybe. Eddie Gran came out. Coach. Yeah, your boy Eddie Gran came out and said, we got some great running backs, and we don't feel there's much difference, between Trey Smith and who's the guy we got from South Carolina, the transfer? I can't, man, why his name escapes me at the moment. I'll think of it. But, there's not a lot of difference between these guys. And that was completely false. There was an enormous amount of difference between those guys. And he ended up running, I think he had like 150 yards against LSU, and but we didn't play. And Kenny Irons, thank you very much, Brett. That's appreciate it. I'm having a senior moment. Not a lot of difference between Kenny Irons and Trey Smith. We feel like we can win with both of them. There's a lot of difference between those two guys. There's a lot of difference between Peyton Thorne and Cam Ward. So that's just something coaches say. I think there's not a lot of difference between them.
Well, they want to keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
You got a locker room to keep happy.
Say that publicly, though, and it's on film.
Right.
We're going to use it. I still remember that, Eddie Gran. So, I still remember that. To this day, I don't remember I can't remember names, but I remember the quote. So, it just kind of is what it is. Jim, been a fun show. Thank you so much for all of you out there.
Yep.
Brett and Randy will be with you tomorrow.
And tune in.
Beware.
Tune in with us on Thursday. We got Hank Brown coming on the show, so if you want to hear from one of the players, you'll get your chance.
Happy birthday today, Luke Duke, Tom Wopat.
Uh-oh.
Born on this date, 1951. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. He's GM, I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.